And here we go, Dorado. Dorado, an interesting map, a very tight map. Wouldn't be surprised if we do see a lot of Diva here as well, as there is a lot of vertical movement. So, very curious to see how the picks adjust to these narrow corridors, especially. And again, we see the Reinhog. The Reinhog coming out for Team Kick. This looks like their specialty. So, Team Kick will be defending first. Team Danger Dogs. That's it. It's still an excellent name. Not quite the Diamond Dogs, but almost. Will be taking attack first, and then we can actually nip into the spawn here as they load in. And it does look like they are favouring this very aerial team, going for the Diva, the Farah, and the Mercy. Very mobile. No pick of Tracer so far, actually, for either of these teams. As we do hear the bells ring out on Dorado. Not too surprising to see Symmetra, especially on these first points. If she can get the teleporter up and running, it is pivotal. Especially powerful for defending teams is the fact that Mercy can then take the teleporter and res everyone in double quick time. If you watch the VODs of the screencast I did, where you saw one map completely turn around and an excellent hold come out due to that fact that Mercy can just spawn, well, she can die, respawn, and then come through the teleporter and hold amazingly. Otherwise, we're going to be looking for picks from the Roadhog. That said, they are running a Reinhardt this time, and a Genji. Let's see where this Genji goes. I'm very curious to see how he does. Is he going to be operating as a flanking unit on this team, as they do have a very aerial team, so Reinhardt might struggle to find people to heal here, or they might just follow through the middle. It looks like they are taking this lower exit. This is actually fairly dangerous. If Farah was waiting, it's so easy to knock people off. It looks like they are going for the wraparound and the flank. Farah has found them in the air. Let's actually jump out of that and see where it goes. They do have Diva trying to get around the back as well. Mercy and Lucio instantly down, however, on the attacking team. This is bad news bears for them. It's going to be very hard to have a push without that healing. Reinhardt caught out. Oh, K1ck just landing the hooks, getting the damage in. And now it's poor Genji on his own. Can he get out of there? Reaper stuck on his own against Diva and Genji. That said, he's hoping to probably get one of these before falling. Down goes Diva, just had to die in the background. Reflected and does kill the Reaper. That's so dangerous. You've got to really be careful around that reflect. If it's timed well, it will just destroy the Reaper. Farah in the air. She is actually catching a few of those sentry turrets as K1ck gets overhead. Whole Hog coming out, just suppressing the team. Whole Hog will break Reinhardt's barrier. It is very hard to push into and will knock the entire team back. Looks like Genji again looking for aerial targets, taking some damage from those Symmetra turrets over in the air. As the attacking team does finally get onto the point, K1ck landing a hook, putting some damage onto Diva, but it is pushed back. He is taken out by the remainder of the team as they will regroup by this yellow bridge. Mercy and Farah forced back. Does manage to pick up a kill as we find where Quad is. He does have Barrage, and the defense matrix was just used, so is he going to look to try and clean up as much of the team as he can? There's the damage up. Justice rains from above. Got to be careful not to get it reflected back at him, though. Does have to watch out for targeting that Genji. Genji's reflect is down. There is health beneath him. Oh, dear! I think Mercy just got caught on the edge of that. His Mercy on the defending team is down for now. That said, Reaper does have his ult up. I'm going to be curious to see where he's going to go with this. It looks like he's about to fire it off. Can I get to his camera perspective in time? That's the wrong one. It's F9. Oh, dear. He still has the Death Blossom. He has found Lucio as well, cornered him, and this could be his opportunity. That said, he's forced back. He's supposed to use that Wraith Walk early. There's the Justice range from above. There it is! Death Blossom ringing it out. Does take out 3 targets. Especially combined with that Earth Shatter. Meanwhile, Dragon Blade was drawn for Razor's Edge. He's reflecting, but does catch a rocket on the back. Does hit the floor behind him. You can't deflect that. And the team is picked off just before the checkpoint as well. It's going to be very important for Team Kick to hold here. Reaper taking this backwards path. He's going to go over the wall here, try and find a pick. He's going to wait for his opportunity, wait for the team to start massing up in this yellow bridge choke point. As we do see Mercy and Farah leap over the top. Let's follow what this offensive Farah can do. See what targets you can find. She's going to be especially looking for that Mercy pick. Does find the Reaper, does manage to dodge the hook. Especially important to do here. Mercy and Farah dueling it out. They have drawn attention to these stairs. Diva as well putting pressure on, providing the defense matrix. It looks like Genji has actually found the teleporter in the back. The teleporter is down, so Genji has gone over this wall. He is looking for targets in the back, looking for picks. as they hope to stretch the team out. The best way to beat a Reinhardt, of course, is to try and provide threats from multiple directions at once. There's the Earthshadow, does take out Roadhog, doesn't quite catch anyone else, and there is D.Va going in. She's knocked out of a mech though and doesn't quite have the ultimate. Mercy, the only ultimate on the offensive team. Looks like the defensive res was popped as well. That's going to buy time. There goes Roadhog, there goes the Earthshadow as well. The team is just stuck on the floor. They're going to get cleaned up nice and quickly. There's the defensive, the offensive res. Roadhog a little bit earlier there, and there's the barrage actually cleaning up the tanks. Roadhog is down. Looks like Reinhardt's barrier on the defending team about to crack. Let's jump on board with him. Doesn't have much of that shield left. Down goes the barrier. This is going to be the time to push for the offensive team as they look for that opportunity. Mercy getting heavily focused here. Got to watch out for that Genji as the camera does dump me right back where I left it. There's the sound barrier also going out for Lucio. And there is the Earthshadow. This should be an easy cleanup for the Danger Dogs as they do push into that first checkpoint. Okay, D.Va and Reinhardt now pushing forward as they wait for this gate to lower so the point can start going on its way. And D.Va, very preemptive ult there. I guess they're just trying to buy some time. There is time on these maps in Overwatch, so every single time this hits a checkpoint, there will usually be a gate or something that will lower just to buy the defending team some time, just to rally up, get good to go. Reinhardt providing a good forward shield. There's the Earthshadow, does catch the fire, whole hog following behind it. Let's jump on board with him. See if he can land a hook on an important target. There's a barrage firing off as well. Reinhardt's barrier is up. Farah's barrage will break the barrier, however, and actually will kill the Reinhardt behind it if she does focus her attention on that. Meanwhile, Reaper up above, he's looking for that Death Blossom. There it is! Taking out both supports in the back line. Danger Dogs look like they have been broken. There's also a defensive res. This is really going to guarantee it. There is the Dragon Blade, also for the Danger Dogs, and down goes Genji. Cleaned up. Caught out on his own there. Didn't manage to get much use out of his ultimate. We do see Barrage ready on fire. Let's follow her. Let's see where she decides to put this. There is Reaper flanking around behind. Going on the Mercy. And to be so careful with this Reaper. There's the sound barrier. It looks like the push is happening. There is the fire barrage. It's going to be used to break the barrier down. But the sound barrier is up on the defending team. So it's going to be very hard to get lasting damage. Excellent. Excellent Earthshadow does manage to catch 2 targets. Quad though does manage to leap out into the air. Get nice and safe. That's so they are slowly advancing the payload. 2 minutes 20 seconds left on the clock. Reinhardt charging in, doesn't quite manage to find the support, does surf all the way around the corner, and this is actually danger time now for this Reinhardt. He's stuck on his own. That said, D.Va does drop the bomb in the back. They do actually have to be careful not to get caught out by this. There's Lucio just keeping Reinhardt busy. Very difficult to finish off a Lucio who doesn't want to die as he focuses on this speed aura. Oh my god, that's most of the team caught with that Earthshadow. Doesn't quite pick off the Mercy, however. She still has her res as well. This will be an important target to take out. Oh my god, caught mid-charge by Roadhog. Excellent use of the hook there. 2 caught by that Earthshadow. Won't quite have enough damage to pick off the Roadhog. And Roadhog does have a whole hog, especially combined with that Sand Barrier. He's just not going to go down easy. Farah forced back. It looks like Reaper's engaged in a duel in the back as well. He does have his Death Blossom. Did manage to take out Genji in the back. And there's Farah. Justice rains from above, but Reaper's behind. Tucked away. D.Va also not going to last long against Reaper's shotguns. He's going to take her out nice and fast. And that's going to be D.Va caught on her own against a Reinhardt, Roadhog, and Reaper. The 3 R's just teaching that tiny Korean girl a lesson. She does not do well against shotguns in close range, let me tell you. So as we prepare for the next push, it looks like Genji is good to go with his Dragon Blade. That will probably come out just in time for the next push. And oh, Reinhardt going a bit aggressive there. Does manage to land in Earthshadow, catching 2 targets. And there, I do believe the Dragon Blade is out. He's going to look for that Roadhog kill. Can he go off and take out everyone? Another swing might finish off this Reaper, but he does Wraithform away to safety. He's reflecting, Reaper has to wait, and oh dear, fires off a shot a tiny bit too early, and it does look like the Danger Dogs are going to take this next checkpoint. So D.Va ult slipping in, going to buy them some time. That said, this gate does need to lower and raise, so I'm not sure how much time that's going to buy them. And the payload will not move until it has gone through this gate. On the defensive team, it looks like they do have most of their ults ready. Sound Barrier is good to go. Also, Reaper's going to be looking for that all-important Death Blossom. Can he find it? There's the Sound Barrier. Can he just wait patiently? There's the Earthshadow, and is it time? Is it time for the shotguns to come out? Not quite yet, as Reinhardt does engage in a slap fight with D.Va. He has found Lucio as well. It'll be so critical to take out all that healing that Lucio provides to the entire team. D.Va caught out on her own here. Let's follow him out. Might be overextending a slight bit here, actually. Very difficult to defend when you do push out into this area. Genji upset that the team is not sticking to the plan. D.Va actually knocked out of a mech. That might stall the push a little bit longer as Quad does find a pick. That said, he has to be careful. He is getting quite on his own as the damage dealer is actually fairly vulnerable. Mercy, though, pumping, healing in. Let's jump on board with Genji, see what he can find. He does have the Dragon Blade ready to fire. He's going to wait for the push from his team. There's the Earth Shatter, and here comes the Dragon Blade. He's going to struggle to kill this Farah, however. Doesn't quite find it. No! Farah does land the rocket, takes him down, stops that important Genji Dragon Blade. What can happen is if Genji starts getting kills, he will just snowball like crazy. We'll get resets. And Ruler, oh my god. Death Boss from taking out 3 targets, I do believe. 2 targets, sorry. Nope, 3. I think he got Farah as well in there. Now suppressing the team. Let's jump on board with him. Hopefully before he dies, he has got D.Va stuck out of a mech on her own. And oh dear. A shotgun to the face. Those Hellfire shotguns dealing massive damage as he does chase off the team. 1 minute to actually get to this final point. That U-bend is so difficult to push through. Very curious to see how this goes. And again, Reinhardt pushing out. He's a little bit overextended. There's the sound barrier. That's going to signify the push. Let's get up and over so we can see this battle. There's the Earth Shatter. That said, that sound barrier is still going to be on the team. There's a very early res as well from Mercy. She was about to go down, so he decides to fire it off. Sound barrier just catching Quad. That said, Quad is one of the primary damage dealers here for the defending team. Reaper tucked in the background. He does have his Death Lotus as well. Can we get another critical Death Lotus from Ruler? He has found the Lucio. Oh, catches a rocket in the back, however. There's no res left for the defending team either to pick Ruler up. That said, they do pick up Quad, who does actually manage to help clean up the team. 10 seconds to go. I don't think Danger Dogs are quite going to do it. And it looks like they're taking the aggressive side. So Kick pushing out, does catch the Reinhardt with a charge. We haven't seen too many Reinhardt on Reinhardt charges, but it's very quick to finish him off immediately after, and that's it. We will see the time at the end of the game. So let's see what the time to beat is after the play of the game. Well held by K1ck Gaming. And of course it's Reinhardt. Reinhardt, very common for these final pushes. It's generally an ult followed by a charge. Ult, fire strike, charge. There's a kill, and he's just going to swing and clean up, I imagine. Oh! Catching people with those broad hammer swings that Reinhardt has. Time to beat, 9:59. So I do believe if they made that second choke point in better time, and I don't believe that was actually the 10-minute time, that would be, I think it would just be 8 minutes. So the 8 minutes or 7 minutes. I do apologize. We'll find out very soon. And it might be a Junkrat. Junkrat on a fence. Now, would be an interesting choice. We don't see Junkrat too often in competitive games. What most people find the problem with Junkrat is that he does a lot of splash damage, but he has a hard time finishing targets off. So he doesn't actually have that much killing pressure. And that's so important in these games. If you let Mercy and Lucio just pick people back up, you're just feeding those important ultimates that those two have. The Sound Barrier and the Resurrect, of course. So I'll be very surprised to see the Junkrat. Yes, indeed, they have swapped off it. Instead going with Reaper and Farah. Ruler having a lot of success on Reaper. Still no Tracer, interestingly enough. So we do see the teams setting up. They will prepare. Farah firing off into the Mexican city behind. No doubt causing some havoc. And yes, as Saf has pointed out, Lucio really does negate a lot of Junkrat's power. That said, I do think Junkrat is a good pick if they're running a very offensive Tracer. If you throw that trap around, it becomes so much harder for Tracer to actually do what she wants to do. So we do see the double Farah. Interesting choice to stack up here. How will K1ck react? They do have D.Va. She is actually going to be very strong and pivotal against this. She will be able to catch a lot of the rockets and the spam coming out as the payload does slowly advance. Of course, Reinhardt on the point, pushing forward with Lucio. That healing aura that Lucio provides will stack with the healing aura from the payload. A lot of rocket spamming coming out, but no real kills on either side just yet, as it looks like Hawk looking for the picks over the top as we jump on board. Can they actually find that Lucio kill, however? No, they can't. And all that's going to happen now is Lucio's going to pick them back up. Mastermind, meanwhile, on Danger Dogs has gone down again. Seems to be a running theme as Lucio does actually find the kill there. So far, a very single-minded push. So, no real stalling on it at the moment. They're just sliding the way forward without really any opposition. Looks like they swapped off the double fire, gone instead for a McCree, and have brought out the Diva. I do apologise, it looks like they swapped one of the fires for the Diva. Trying to run the camera and commentary myself, it does become hard to keep track of the changes. So if I do miscall something, I do apologise. Diva taking the high ground, but this is all kind of dead time as they wait for the gate to come down. Here comes the dual sound barriers. There is a barrage coming out in the middle, doesn't quite find its targets however. Reinhardt does go down. Quad, let's jump on board with him. He does have his barrage as well that might help with this push, especially getting around this corner. Is looking for this Farah. She is well without a healing, does keep landing hits and down she goes. Diva now knocked out of the mech, and they're just going to use this to secure time. They do still have several ults. That all-important Earth Shadow good to go on the offensive team, so can they find anything? Diva, a little bit overextended, will retreat back to the waiting arms of Mercy. Mercy will heal up all that lovely health, and that will actually provide Mercy with that ultimate in good time. It's so important to confirm your kills in this game, especially with the power of Mercy ult right now, as we do see a fire duel, but oh my god, 2 rockets taken immediately, and Mercy did not swap to the healing beam in time to save her. Those 2 direct hits, just enough to find the kill. And let's see, the Earthshadow quad also managed to fire out his barrier, does take out the Diva on the defending team. That said, no follow-up kills on the back of that. Can we see who Ruler is finding? And it is high noon. Oh my god, it's fired up already. Didn't manage to find anyone, I imagine, as, oh dear, oh dearie dear. Launched off the edge there, no recovery for that Reinhardt, doesn't quite find the wall. As they launch over the edge, Diva there, clearing space, does manage to occupy enough space to take the point and manage to shove it there. And that is GG, I do believe, for Team K1ck. I imagine they'll also just try and push it further, but that was way faster than the Danger Dogs. Let's see if they can get it all the way, however, and see if they can get it further. As both teams just push forward, and this has been relentless from Team K1ck. There's the sound barrier, the push coming forward. They're just following behind it. Lucio is stuck in the team, no one's noticed him yet. There, Ruler's found him. Might just take him out, nice and easy. Meanwhile, Payload actually stopped moving. People have moved away from it. Focus on the objective, guys. Mercy rezzing while pushing the objective. That's efficiency I like to see. Defensive res. Unfortunately, I think Ruler does have Decibel from Resi. Doesn't quite find anyone. Farah managing to pick him off in good time. Let's jump on board with her, see if she can actually save people. Trying to find this quad, trying to land that hit. The fire and fire duel, so difficult. Such a hard skill set. And yeah, looks like Team K1ck have definitely taken this map. Despite being Danger Dog's pick. Ooh! Reinhardt actually going down to Diva ult, not something you see every day. Reinhardt barrier does protect against that critical ult. Razor's Edge though, ducking behind, but this map is over. I think we'll just let them play it out for posterity's sake, as I do believe some of the other matches are still ongoing, so we're not in any great rush at the moment. And also, I'm just curious to see how the teams react. We do see Lucio ult up on the defensive team. Also, they do have Razor's Edge good to go, so he's going to be waiting for the flank. Gonna try and find Tux. This actually might be a good opportunity. No! There, the defense matrix actually does catch the ult. Oh dear! Wasn't quite expecting the Diva to be tucked down there, and Diva, of course, defense matrix will stop all that shotgun fire, as Diva does brace her APM. So we do see Farah tucking behind, looking for what angle she can. She's actually forcing this Reinhardt to constantly turn around. He doesn't have a good angle to defend from here. Will go down as a result. Quad, however, does have the barrage all ready to go, so let's see where he decides to put this. Doesn't really have the support of his team. Does actually whiff the jump in the air and actually launches himself forward. Does hit the bridge. Bumps Farah's poor noggin against that bridge, and she is just launched into the enemy team and taken out.
Rocket barrage ready.
The K1ck looking good. They do have a res, they do have Lucio Sandberry, and they do have the Farah ult ready to go. That said, we do have an Earth Shatter. Let's see where that goes. Oh no, he's landed! He landed the charge. He might just get picked off here. He does have the sound barrier on him, however, just keeping him up and running. There's the hammer down. Does catch the Lucio. Will be important to take him out. But the charge lands on the Diva. Diva also has a bomb ready to go. So, Reinhardt gets his shield up just in time. As I said, there's the offensive res. Reinhardt looking for the charge. Doesn't quite find it. Ruler does have his ultimate. Reaper's ult caught in the defense matrix. Totally nullified there. Excellent job by K1ck to catch that. And there's the Justice range from above. Both sides. Farah, most of her ultimate was caught there, but that said, Diva is actually stuck in the middle of the enemy team. There's the get owned. People just running away from it. Nice and safe behind the payload. And it looks like Reaper firing in the background. back line does find the Pharah, so she's going to be down for the rest of this fight. No ultimate up on her. Looking for the charge with Reinhardt, doesn't quite find it. There's the Earthshatter. We'll be able to clean up this Lucio. Might be able to take out the D.Va as well, and it's so dangerous here for D.Va, and this looks like it's going to be a clean push to the end. So D.Va's going to run interference. I don't think they're going to make it in time, and that is K1ck Gaming taking the series. They will advance into the round of 8. So I'm going to sneakily adjust this as we wait for the play of the game. And of course it's going to be Reinhardt. Get used to seeing this. Play of the games on Reinhardt. Of course the play of the game system does favour players towards the end of the game, as he will just swing merrily, taking out the Lucio, cleaning up the D.Va. So dangerous when D.Va's mech goes down to Reinhardt. It's so easy for him to just keep swinging and take him out. And that was it. That was the first round.